They could move across to the far side of the field.
Good evening and welcome to Ballymore Stadium in the heart of Brisbane for day one of the Australian Rugby Shield competition. Up tonight, we have the 2022 premiers, Victoria, take on state locals, the Queensland Country Orchids. They've taken the field and they're almost ready to kick off. My name is Alina Greenholsch, and how exciting it is to be witnessing some of the best domestic and unearthed Australian rugby talent here this evening. Got the Orchids kicking off, running right to left on your screen. Good contestable kick. But Victoria have done well to secure it. Got a nice wide pod set off the 9 there. Victoria, of course, the 2022 winners of the Australian Rugby Shield. 10 players returning to play tonight from the team that won last year's versus Corellas. And they spread it wide early. Oh. The pass has gone forward, but we're coming back to a penalty. About 30 metres out. Orchids not rolling away. Referee Lisa Kenny doing a good job of explaining and communicating with the teams. And they've kicked for touch. It's a big kick. Hasn't quite made it. And the Orchids have done well. They've kept it in play. But here come Victoria. They're flooding the breakdown. But the Orchids have secured the ball. Another missed opportunity early. Just a little fumble at the breakdown there. Victoria putting the pressure on early and really having a go at that breakdown. They're going to have to be strong and secure their ball. Victorian pack there just coming together for the first scrum of the evening. Good to test out each other's packs against one another. Was a bit of mind games going on in that first scrum of the night. And it'll be the Victorian number 9, Jane Waters, to feed the scrum. It's a good first scrum. A bit of dominance from the Victorians. slightly sloppy pass out, but they've gone wide again early. And Meg Jakins. Good tackle against the blindside winger. And again, another little knock on just in the breakdown. We'll see another scrum right on halfway, this time with an Orchids feed. Looks like Victoria had a little bit of dominance in that first scrum. And the Orchids get their first real opportunity to attack here. They're stacking the left side of the field, going right to left. Looking forward to seeing their captain, Fenella Hake, in the number 12 jersey. Ex-Wallaroo. How she goes tonight.
Too much movement. You guys are too close on this side. Here we go. Here's our mark. It's right on the paint.
Again, good communication by Lisa Kenny there, making sure the scrum's safe and stable.
Maybe. Crunch! Bind! Set!
Oh, and it was a big push by Victoria, but unfortunately the Orchids have won the penalty. Victoria's standing up.
Max here, at the back.
So Queensland country look like they might get piggyback down the field. It's number 11, Beardmore, who'll be kicking for touch. Ooh, it's just a little bit of a shank. And it has found touch. 5 metres on the Victorian side of halfway. First line out of the evening.
Oh, got the wrong side.
And they've tipped it back. It's been a good delivery to the 9 though. Ball at the back, and again, unfortunately, just another little knock on. Meg Jakins just couldn't hold on to that one. Just saw the Victorian defence coming up in front of her. It is a dry pitch tonight. It's a sunny 24 degrees. Beautiful evening to be playing a bit of rugby in Brisbane.
Really clear, you guys going straight up. Okay?
And we go back to the scrum.
Maybe just assume I'm going to step back. Yeah, cool.
And the Victorian team have set really deep here off the scrum. Look how far back their first receiver is. Looking forward to getting some running onto the ball here. And this time it's the Orchids with a really big shove. And they do well to tackle the 9 on the other side of halfway. Breakdown's a bit of a mess. It's slow ball. Bit isolated, but a good strong carry there. And again, just playing short and direct. It's a good tackle there by the number 12 Hake. And good set of hands there. Oh, and looks like she's just been taken out. Kelly Derrera there on the wing. You don't want to see her in space. She has a very clean set of heels. Played a lot of rugby. 2 years at the Brumbies. Played a little bit of the Exeter Chiefs recently as well. And she's playing for her hometown now, down for Melbourne, Victoria. And again, it will be an Orchids line out here on the 40-metre line. It's a good line out. Oh, just careful coming through the line out there. I think they might have gone a bit early and tackle without the ball, the penalty is. And again, it'll be the Orchids going for touch. That's a much better kick that time. Gets a bit of purchase on it, and we're down on the halfway line. And again, it will be the Orchids line out, playing from left to right. First couple of lineouts have been well secured. Quick in and out.
Reset, set the mark.
And they just went a little bit early there. You've got to make sure your hook is ready first. Again, just a little variation, but it still falls into their favour. And again, just silly there by the Victorian number 8, Hannah Townsend, just playing the ball and offside. Couple of early penalties, just piggybacking the Orchids down the field. They just keep playing this territory game. Their line-out seems to be relatively effective. Tried a little variation in the last one there. I do wonder if they would look to try a maul. They are their side of the 40-metre line, just to see what variations they've been able to bring together in the couple of days they've been in camp. Well, it's been disrupted by the Victorian team, but it still falls to the Orchids. They play a backdoor play out the back to 13, Jackins. Oh. Nearly got the offload. And the Victorian team have done well here to just smother any momentum going forward. Okay, and we're back on after that slight disruption. The Orchids have just popped a little chip kick through. It's been well fielded by the Victorian fly half, Vatutui. And again, just an unfortunate ruck penalty given away by the Orchids. Just little bits of frustration or ill discipline creeping in early, maybe piggybacking teams out of their red zones when they could have been applying that pressure just for a little bit more. And I said, that's a great kick. It's gotten well. She's got at least 20 metres on that. Really nice exit from the Victorian team there.
Call out your numbers. Yep, thank you.
And it's a clean line out to Victoria. Good delivery off the top. Big carry by the number 7. Oh, she's just knocked it on. And again, it's been turned over. Orchids just taking their time to slow it down, secure the ball. There's a big runner here. Number 3, Olivia Fidel. Have a bit of an overlap here. It's an offload by Jackins, back inside. And again, another popping offload. Oh, and that's a great shot by the number 8, Hannah Townsend. Just dumped her straight back down into the rock. Orchids ball just the other side of halfway. And again, it's a strong carry. Good gain line by the Orchids there. Again, just slow ball, but looks like they might have numbers out here. Little chip kick in behind. Not a bad option. They got the bounce. It's gone backwards, so they've regathered. Unfortunately, just another little error creeping in there. Small knock on, but I feel the Orchids do have the momentum and the territory in this first 11 minutes of this first half. Really putting the pressure on Victoria, who were the 2022 premiers, so beating the Corellas in the grand final. 10 of the team that are playing tonight were in the grand final last year. So they've got that connection. They've played together before. Whereas the Orchids, 11 debutantes. And their first year in the Australian Rugby Shield competition as well. So I'm sure the girls will be relishing the opportunity to, just rip in and have a go and, put their best foot forward. And it's a big push again by the Orchids, driving forward. And they've turned it over. They have. Oh, Good little dart there.
Yep, that's strip, that's fine. Get up, Blue, get up, Blue.
And Victoria have turned it over again. They're exiting. No one's there in the backfield. And again, what a great nudge. They've picked up 25, 30 metres. Some really great kicking by the Victorian backs to, exit. Get out of their red zone. Get the pressure off themselves. And now it's back on the Orchids.
Hey girls, let's just call the numbers, eh? All right, so when you're coming in, just go 5. Same for you girls. All right, I want that for the rest of the game, please. Yep, thanks.
And Lisa Kenny just being very clear in her communication. Setting numbers. And again, the line has been disrupted by the Victorian team, but they've reeled it in. Elena Whip from the Orchids. Real young gun, 18-year-old. From the Frenchville Pioneers Rugby Union Football Club. And again, Victoria's have turned over, but just another penalty creeping in, hands in the ruck. And again,
Yeah, Roger.
okay, going for the post, 55 metres out. What a boot! I'd be impressed if they could kick from there. But hey, someone might have the legs. And again, this is a better nudge. Just picking up 10 metres, just playing that field position, that territory, slowing it down.
Okay.
Played a couple of little variations in the line out the Orchids have. Mainly going for those 5-man options. But Victoria doing a good job of disrupting and just getting a hand in, just making sure that ball off the top isn't clean. And that's a nice line out there. Good delivery to the 9. Oh, it's a good run through the middle by the number 7. Oh, popped the offload. And they might have numbers and overlap out wide here. Oh, it's a number 11. Beardmore. She gets taken down just over 22 metres out. And look how wide the Orchids have set there after 10.
Sorry.
They've secured their ball.
Don't leave it.
Oh, a nice little dart there again from Elena Whip.
Wait.
And good defence by Victoria, just applying that pressure and that line speed. Ooh.
Advantage.
Unfortunately, just another little knock-on there, a little bit of miscommunication between a couple of forwards in that pod. Maybe a bit of fatigue creeping in. Imagine the girls possibly haven't played a lot of rugby recently. It's a warm evening. The forwards are working hard. There's been plenty of set piece early. And the Victorian team is set really early for that scrum. But it's been quite a good battle up front between the two front rows.
Let's go, girls. Bind. Set.
And it's a clean ball out the back there for the number 10, Vatatue. And it's a great kick, got a lovely bounce on it. Orchids really having to chase this back. And great, what an excellent run chase and tackle, number 12, Talia. And again, Orchids just in a little bit of trouble here.
Roger, thank you. Wait.
You know, taking a little bit of time to work back. Victorian team connected in that defensive line, pushing up.
Take them back. Yep.
And they've kicked it out on the full, but unfortunately it was taken back over the 22. So it will be a Victorian line out just inside the 22. Their first real attacking opportunity
Use the end of the paint.
in the territory that you want to be playing in. So let's see how they go. See how that experience comes in. It's like they're trying a different line-out variation here. They might be going for a maul option. Numbers are in. Oh, and it's just been disrupted. It has gone backwards, so it's play on. Great run by the number 13, just busting through tackle. She's got 5 metres to go. She's held up. Jacopo. And Victoria on the charge here. Pick and go. They've been pushed back onto the ruck. Forwards lining up, pick and go again, and it's a try. Victoria get first points, first blood, pick and go by the forwards, close to the line. They weren't going to be giving that to the backs. And who was it that scored the try? But that really came off. That great run by 13, Jacopo. That's just team getting around and celebrating each other.
May I? No worries.
Well done by the Victorian team there. First opportunity in their 22 and executed. And it's Vatatui who will be kicking. Conversion. She kicked beautifully off the boot so far. And it's a good kick, and it's over. Victoria out to a 7-0 point lead after 18 minutes. So a bit against the run of play. You said Orchids having quite a bit of possession and territory.
Puffed out.
But little errors creeping in the Victorian team, just showing their class and probably their experience of playing together as well. So making great exits and really getting that territory. Orchids taking a little while, just regrouping, sucking their breaths in. They'll probably be disappointed when that try scored against them. I feel like they did have the run of play. So their first year in the competition. They did play a couple of invitational matches in Brisbane last year
Kicking left.
against some of the premier clubs.
On you.
And it's just gone 10,
Played by Blue.
but it was touched by Blue. So they're going to have calling a scrum on the 50-metre line to the
Sorry,
Victorian team.
options.
Oh,
Options. Oh, where's she going?
they're just asking the captain what she would prefer,
Yeah.
whether it's scrum on halfway or
Yeah, mate. Yeah.
re-kick.
Okay. Yep. If it hasn't got a material effect on the outcome, then I won't look to penalise it. Yeah. Yeah. Yep. Good call. Here we go.
Yeah, and we're going for the scrum on the 50-metre line. Victoria to feed. Listen, good contest in the scrum early on. Orchids have been trying to really attack the ball and really get a shove on.
Crunch! Bind! Set!
And again, nice scrum by the Victorian team. Good little option there. And the number 10, great carry, Vatatui. Gee, she's had first 20 minutes. She's been in everything. Nice little tip option, bit of interplay between the forwards there. And Victorian team just look like they're really hitting their straps here, hitting their structure and the shape they want to play. They're playing wide off their 10. They've got that interplay between their forwards. Oh, and it's just they are going to bring it back. The ball just pushed a little bit too far in front of Talia there. Like I said, I feel like Victorian, they've really kind of turned it up a notch a little bit here. So they've got good structure, good forward pods. They're setting wide off their 9 and off their 10. Vatatui's doing a great job of telling people where to go and communicating with her backs, kicking well for territory. I tell you what, there's going to be a couple of sore necks tomorrow on the forwards.
Bind! Set!
And Elena Whip feeding. It is a good push by the Victorian team. But they've won the penalty. You could just hear a bit of chat in the front row, pushing early, just, letting the ref know what's going on. But I'm sure she has a great view there. And again, it's Victoria that come up with the penalty. Orchids just maybe losing a little bit of connection in the scrum there, or maybe getting a little bit fatigued potentially. And that one hasn't quite found touch. It's well fielded, but again, it's a great kick chase by Victoria. Really dominant tackle. And the Orchids are back on their 22 line.
Taken back.
Okay. And that's a great carry there, getting that advantage line. Orchids just maybe looking a little bit disorganised, and again it's been lost, but they're playing play on. It's been kicked right down, straight to Hallie Derrera there. It's a great hit there, good contact. Victorian team just taking their time, nice wide ball. It's been really good service by Jane Walters.
No. Mark's here. Come to me, Neve.
And another penalty here. Just the assistant referee coming in.
I've seen contact high. She slipped up from the chest. Did you see anything different? No. Okay. Penalty. Yep. Penalty only, girls. Yep. Mark's here.
Okay, so it's a penalty only, just a little bit of high contact that slipped up in that last tackle. So again, Victoria looking to go to the line. They were very effective last time they went down here. And again, wonder if they're going to try for that maul option, just with a few more numbers coming in. Didn't quite execute the line out, but still had great result last time they were down this end of the field. And again, it's clean delivery to the 9. It's a good chase there by Renee Dompon by the Orchids, and good strong carry straight up the middle by the number 8, Hannah Townsend. Gee, she's had a couple of, what a counter-up. And it's just picking up a notch in physicality here. Girls are really starting to put their bodies on the line. Some really strong, dominant carries, running onto the ball. Another great carry there by Katie Bugden. Forwards just signing up, putting their hands up to work. Good little offload. Oh, and the lock prop, back to the lock. Oh, great chase. Oh.
Mark offside. Number 7, offside. Tell me where.
And unfortunately, the Orchids just penalised there. Number 7 just offside. Emma Hannigan.
Number 7. Yeah, no worries. No quick. I'm just finding the mark. Here.
Emma Hennigan, unfortunately, the 24-year-old from the Brothers Rugby Union come from Townsville, just
don't play yet.
Creeping front a little bit. We're just going to play her down. Hopefully nothing too serious.
Yeah, okay.
And hopefully Hayley Glass from Victoria's, again, said nothing too serious. She's getting up, but it looks like she is coming to the sideline. Maybe just nursing a hand or a wrist.
Nella,
So,
what's the call?
so
Just
it's
wait. I think sub.
number 16,
We got a sub.
Lossalini Gale, taking her place in the front row.
Sub's on. Okay, I can play on.
And it looks like we're going for a tap and go here. And Pod's lining up and straight on the field and straight into a carry. Oh, unfortunately, just looked up and took her eyes off the ball. The Orchids D was set. It was pressing up. Not how you want to have your first impact on the field, but I'm sure Gail will, don't want to have a big scrum here and redeem herself.
No.
Really important that the Orchids here secure their ball, exit well, get out of their red zone. And it's a powerful scrum again by Victoria, and they win the penalty back. Again, just that front row and lock that all working together, driving forward. Again, it's a quick tap and go. They're playing wide, playing to hands. Good run there by Talia.
Leave it.
Backs have the ball. And again, Vatatui, again, just in everything.
You've lost it.
Oh, and play on. Still a good carry. by Sato. Still going, still going.
Get out, Blue!
And Victoria just threatening here. Just threatening slow ball. And playing wide off the fullback. And just happy to take the contact and drive the legs pumping through. It's the number 7. And is she over? No.
Heads out! Heads out! Get
And
back
they've
on
turned
side.
it over. It's
Get
been
back
ripped
on side.
away.
Play on.
And it's been called play on. Again, another attempt here to exit. That's a much better kick. She's got fair purchase off that. It's outside the 22. What a high pressure kick, and she's executed that well. But Victoria still with this momentum, just pushing
Girls, it's gonna move
forward,
on.
looking
Wait, just move it across
dangerous.
this way, Neve. Neve, just move it across.
8 minutes before half time.
Hey, girls, Mark's going to be here.
And the Victorian pack just coming together.
Wait. Girls. Okay, you two, you're in charge of the gap. Okay, you were too close. Just make a better gap for me, please. And at the back.
And just this little tricks, you know, just sneaking in, just getting your jumper a little bit closer. And again, it's been disrupted by the Orchids. But the ball has fallen the way of Victoria. And it's number 8, Hannah Townsend, again with another strong carry, still going. Oh, and it's just been overshot a little bit. Vatotau just taking it down. Again, just that bit of fatigue
wait.
potentially starting to creep in. Victoria just happy to truck it up, secure, reload. Again, oh, not a lovely little tip there to the hooker, Emily Harvey.
Yep, got advantage.
Under penalty advantage here. And it's Derrera in space.
Forwards. High.
And again, just coming back to the penalty. Unfortunate high shot
Did you catch the
there.
number?
And Orchids have been working really hard indeed the last
Blue
5
one.
minutes.
High. Blue one.
Plenty of big forwards runners, multiple people in the
you doing?
tackles. And Victoria just looking like they're in control. They're in the driver's seat. They're going for the line again. They found touch about 15 metres out. And if the Orchids can hold on here and not let another try, that will be, I think, a real momentum shifter, particularly leading into half time. Victoria obviously very keen to get more points on the board. Have had a lot of possession and territory. And that's a much better line out. They're looking to maul.
Yep, that's fine.
They're going forward. They're moving forward.
23, get around.
And the Orchids just...
Yep, good.
Okay.
Advantage.
And it's advantage play here. Just a little mistake in the backs there, and the Orchids have turned it over again. Great D.
New advantage through the side.
And they've gotten penalty advantage. They've gotten out of jail again. Victoria not scared of the contact at all, throwing multiple girls into every tackle. Oh, what a bump off. Great carry there. Olivia Fidel, 27-year-old from Caboolture.
Nothing's coming.
And like I said, Orchids just really
Through the
needing
side,
that
12.
change in momentum.
Yep.
They've been down,
Through the side.
defending in the trenches on their line. And they've come up with the turnover. Just deciding what they want to do here. Looks like
Yeah,
they're
yeah.
setting up for a tap and go. A little bit of a backdoor play out to the backs. Okay, and a good opportunity here to
turnover.
Victorian team to really tee off. Look at that line that they've got set at
12,
slow
straight
ball.
down. Number 12. Yep. Hey, 12, that's 2 in a row from you. I need better discipline.
And Ian Talia from Victoria just getting told to, you know, the ref's got an eye on you. That's 2 in a row. I'm sure she's frustrated with herself, trying to win the ball back. And again, it's the Orchids who will have the line out. 44 out from their own line. Again, they live to...
Yep, wait, sub. 23 blue, sub.
Just a short
Correction,
break and
3,
play here
3,
while we've got
sub. Yep, sub.
fresh set of legs coming on before half time for a little bit of impact. Of course, this is the second game today for Pool A. The first game we saw Perth Gold versus Queensland Suburban, with Perth coming out winners 44-0. And we've got number 18 for the Queensland Country Orchids coming on the field, Simone Perry,
Just chuck 'em
living in Rockhampton, 37 years old,
out. Just wait till she's back. Thanks.
from the Colts Rugby Club in Rockhampton. Oh, and that's a good line out. Good delivery off the top again. Just a little bit sloppy ball out the back.
Backwards.
It's playing backwards. It's play on.
Stay still.
Victoria
Don't leave it
folding
wide.
really well around the corner here, setting that wall, putting that pressure on. And it's fielded well at the back.
Hands out now. Hands out.
Nice work at the ruck there by Haley Guerrero, number 11. And again, the Victorian forward's been working really hard, signing up for those carries. That's Emily Harvey there. Securing the ball back down, bounce back on the short side, and it's a nice little run again by Yokoko. And looking to play out the back again.
Wait 9. Yep.
Nice high ball, and it's well fielded again. By number 14, Shannon Bean, and she's on a break, and she's been taken down well, but she got about 20 metres there. Orchids forwards just lining up, and unfortunately just bounced off Simone Perry's. And Victoria back on the attack here. And it's been called
Not by blue.
knock on by the Orchids.
Yep,
And
not
we're
by
back to
blue.
where it all started, on the halfway line. 1
Scrum
minute to
wide.
go before half time. I said forwards working really hard. Plenty of set piece. Plenty of girls putting their hand up to do the hard carries. Possibly another opportunity to attack here before half time.
Crunch! Bond! Set! Down.
I'll just replay the
Reset.
scrum here. Just
Reset.
gone down, so it's just a reset. So a little bit of fatigue creeping in. Last, again, potentially, it sounds like there's a hooter going there, so last opportunity to attack before half time. 35-minute half with 5-minute half time for the pool games.
Bond! Set!
And the ball's well and truly out of there. And Victoria on the attack. Good carry there by number 15, Pritchard. Again, one of the 10 returning players from last year's premiership winning team. Oh, and a big palm off. Big don't argue there by number 4, Pick and Go. Number 3 in space, Satow.
No, blue! Hands.
Victorian team here, just signing up for the hard work. Great carry there by Yabaki. And a bit of shooting up there, the Orchids number 11. And who is it but Hannah Townsend running through again. She's been involved this first half.
No one.
Little scoot here from the 9, and Hallie Derera's in space. She's not far from the line. She's going towards the post. And Victoria get their second try just on the strike of half time by number 11, Hallie Derera.
Yeah, I got that. Blue.
And again, just coming back here, nice
half
little
time,
scoot from
half
Jane
kick.
Walters, the number 9, and right foot step, cuts inside, gets close to the post. Well done, Hallie Derera. Victoria up 12-0. Conversion to come.
Thanks, mate. We got half time anyway. I look sweaty.
I think Victoria will be quite pleased with that coming into half time. Said working really hard, quite a bit of momentum and possession. Orchids just holding on from that defensive perspective, but just pushing out to be 2 tries, potentially 2 converted tries ahead at half time. much more of a comfortable lead, and really pays off for all the hard work, particularly their forwards have been doing some really big carries. Hannah Townsend, been in everything. Emily Harvey. And it's just bounced off the post there, so unsuccessful conversion. But we're heading into half-time. 12-0, Victoria up against the Queensland Country Orchids. Just a 5-minute half-time on day one here of the pool rounds of the Australian Rugby Shield. Be back with you shortly.
Bells at every match.
Yeah, you don't want me in this work.
Yeah, we'll outwit them on the field. Thank you. I got sent out. Well done. Bit crooked there, Red. You're just sitting there saying, what do you want, man? Technique. I see why you're yeah, I know my limitations. Yes. I seen you. You hesitated twice. Hesitated twice. I'll just ask the rest of the question. How many times have you been red carded here and playing the game with rugby league? Hey, you can only get one red card a game, buddy. Oh, you can try. Can I get suspended? No, I got off. Hey, you know what? Love this shit, baby. I just want to know what you get. That the ref was completely fucking wrong. Did you go in with that language? No, not that language. Not that language. But he did. He was deployed. Just walked in. Okay. I feel like and the ref didn't even get the words. And you reckon hey? Yeah. All league refs all league refs. Well no, he said that he turned and looked at me when I was talking. And in the video he's like this. Yeah, he's exactly walking this way with his head down. I was like, sanction only goes for like 40 minutes. He went for 2 hours. sanction only takes
Of course.
45 minutes. Yeah, like rugby only. Really? It only takes 45 minutes, right? Yeah, you go in, you have a chat, you tell your side of the story, they bring the referee in, he tells his side, watch the video, and make a decision. This one took 2 hours. I was there from 6 o'clock, didn't get there. I don't get it. Well, I need more evidence, right? You can see the other player I was yelling at talk back to me. Really? Walk over and talk back to me. Yeah. What did you say? What did you say? Like, oh my gosh. Well. And the ref, he looked at me. You reckon he looked at me? He said, when I was explaining to the captain, he wasn't explaining to the captain, he was explaining to me and looked at me. Yeah, oh. He's like,
And welcome back to Ballymore Stadium for day one of the Australian Rugby Shield Pool A clash between Victoria and the Queensland Country Orchids. Victoria leading at half-time, 12-0, and a strong first half by the 2022 winners. With a late try right on half-time after quite a bit of possession and territory, putting pressure on the Orchids, who are defending well. And as they run back onto the field for the second half of this beautiful spring evening here in Brisbane, 23 degrees, a dry pitch, lots of running rugby.
You're kicking your left.
And it'll be Victoria
Right. Yep.
kicking and Orchids to receive.
Good to go. All right, time back on.
And again, beautiful restart there by the number 10 from Victoria, Fatatui. And then Orchids kick straight away and exit and get good purchase on the ball there. They've gotten back over halfway. And Victoria been really chasing up hard off their kicks, which is great from a defensive perspective. But nice vision there from the Orchids, just popping that ball in behind, just forcing them back. It's an early lift there, but it's been executed anyway by Victoria. And again, just loving those physical carries. Oh, that's been ripped away by the number 7 from the Orchids. Nice little pop offload. Well done there by Emma Hennigan. And the Orchids transitioning from attack to defence. Good carry there.
Step.
Nice. Oh, number 18, Simone Perry signing up for a carry there, but it was good, strong defence by Victoria, just meeting her on and good hands by Meg Jackins. Orchids doing well here just to secure their ball. Look like they're starting to get a bit tired, a bit frantic at the end of that first half. But the Victorian girls are really bringing the physicality.
You need to roll quicker.
And the steal, it looked like, was quite good, but just unfortunately not rolling away at the breakdown.
It's all right, we won't play. Mark's here.
So Orchids will get first ability just to get that territory, play to structure, reset. Orchids, of course, coached by Chloe Butler, Wallaroo 113, who debuted in 2014. She went to 2 Rugby World Cups and has 14 Wallaroos caps, a back row and a lock, and assistant coach Lucy Lockhart, who was the 2021 Super W Player of the Year and also in the Wallaroo setup as well. And unfortunately, a bit of an injury coming off there for the Orchids.
Come on for, I think.
So number 20, Ebony Thorne, coming on from Billawheeler Rugby Club. This is her first game of 15s. For Ebony Thorne, she's been playing sevens for 3 years, and what a baptism of fire coming up against this physical Victorian team. I'm sure she'll do great. And Orchids looking in really good position here. That was a great nudge. A nice little variation in the line. It just didn't execute the throw, and Victoria's turned it over. But it's been ripped away. Ah.
Gotta release her.
And referee Lisa Kenny
Release her.
has been very clear with her communication regarding the penalties tonight. And Victoria just getting a bit of get out of jail free card again. Been kicking beautifully. A little bit of a shank there. We're still getting a bit of purchase. They're outside the 22. And that's a good line out there. Good pressure from the back of the line out with the prop coming through. And oh!
That's gone. That was forward.
And nice low chop there
Yeah, no, I had eyes on it. It was fine.
by the Orchids inside centre, their captain, Fenella Hake, also a Wallaroo, number 146. Debuted in 2017 and played with coach Chloe Butler at the 2017 Women's Rugby World Cup. I'm sure she's bringing plenty of experience, composure to these young girls. Big mixture of youth and experience, but it's that, having that big game experience is so vital in these kind of games. There'll be an Orchid scrum.
Bind! Set!
Early push there.
Yep, here you are.
Just looking like a loose head. Props going early. It's a little tap and go by Elena Whippen. Good carry. They're just going to have to really secure their breakdown there. There's a prop in. Good option to pick and go rather than try and throw the 10-metre pass. I would have done the same thing. And it's number 20, Ebony Thord, straight on the field and with a big, strong carry up the middle. And playing off Hake. Oh, it's an intercept! Oh, and it's a great tackle cover by, I think it's Ned Jackins, but what an intercept by number 10. Vatu Tui again in everything. Victoria just doing a really good job of transitioning from defence to attack, getting back into their pod shape. Another strong carry. That was by
Yep,
the lock there. Katie Bugden. Let's play on and running onto the ball. Just slightly gone astray there
come back.
for Victoria. They have the wind in their sails.
That's not over here.
And they are running onto the ball at speed. It's always so hard playing against a team who have that positive footy, running forward. Everyone wants their ball in their hands. And just from a defensive perspective, it really makes you second guess yourself, and it always feel like you're backpedaling. Another sub coming on for the Orchids here. Looks like it's number 17, Caitlin Holmes from Burdekin Rugby Union Club Cane Toads.
Yeah, just wait, just wait.
This is their third year of playing with the Orchids, and again, just a little bit of running repairs possibly.
Knock on. Yeah, knocked. Yeah, yeah. Well, I was playing advantage, and then they knocked it on. Yeah. White ball, white ball.
Okay. So it's a
We good?
Victorian feed.
Number 4 in, all good? Yep. Cool.
So again, Lisa Kenny, very clear with communication.
Yes, that's good, that's good.
Cut! Bind! Set!
It's probably a better scrum from Victoria, just nice and solid. And good contact there by the centre. Again, it looks like it's crept up a little bit, the arms out.
Did you get that number?
They might be playing in a penalty advantage.
Another one? 12 and 20?
Okay, and just Orchids just need to be careful here, just giving away quite a few penalties in a row. And it's the hooker Emily Harvey with the run now, and it's a good little jackal there. They've done well to get over the ball there.
Yeah. Captain, here. Where is she? Yeah. I got 2 high tackles. Yep. 12, one from you, and 20. Got to tell the girls. Okay, you're 12? You're 12? Yeah. First one's 12, second one's 20. Next our play might go to the bin. Please tell the girls. Yep.
Just
Hey,
Fenella
you got,
Hake, just having a little
one about 10
talking
metres
to
there, and you got one about
from
3
referee
metres
Lisa
behind
Kenny
me.
there. Just
Where
a
do you want
couple
it?
of
Yeah.
penalties in succession. And like I said, they potentially a
Just
little bit of
wait.
fatigue creeping in. Some of these Queensland country girls, they actually don't play a lot of 15s just because where they come from, they come from all around Queensland.
just
They've only
wait.
come together
Just wait.
yesterday. And a lot of them
I just have them
play
up here.
7s, 10s or 12s just because the numbers aren't there. So first time
Oh.
playing 15s. It's a heavily physical game. Those last year's winners, it's a tough match to have first up in your first pool. Again, number 2, Emily Harvey from Victoria, just staying down. Hopefully she's okay, just getting checked out. But she's back on her feet.
So,
And yeah, it looks like she's good to go.
good to go. Yep. Play on. Hi.
Okay, Victoria kicking for touch again. It's another beautiful nudge there. Gee, their fly half. Vatatui, she's been everything tonight. Kicking well, carrying, distributing. Going to line
properly.
out just
Next,
outside the
properly on that
22.
Yep. Got it. On
And
the,
again, great attacking platform here to Victoria to set.
wait. Hey, girls. Come on. Let's bigger gap, please. A little bit more. Thank
The
you.
props at the front of the line know how to just start creep a little bit slow at a time. Just close the gap a bit. And again, it's a good
That one's
line
on
out. Unfortunately, just on the outside shoulder.
Option.
Did well to get a bit of height over the ball, just to pop it over the top
No,
of
no,
that,
so you got scrum or line
the
out.
Orchids jumper.
Line out. Line out. Same mark.
Okay, they're choosing to go line out here.
Blue line out.
And probably the Orchids' first real opportunity to
Come across
attack.
white.
Again, they'll
Step
need a
across,
good exit
step
here. They're
across
still
white.
within their 22.
Yeah, thank you. Bring it down, yep.
And it's still secured by them. It might be a maul. No, she's calling tackle. Knee is down. And it's a good pick and go. Just to get a couple of metres forward. But it's being turned over by Victoria here. And they're on the charge.
No, you're off your feet.
And doing well to set nice and wide off the 10. And having a carry. Getting good metres there. So just look at the width that Victoria playing with. The 2 passes in there. Outside the 6th, 7th defender for the Orchids. And forwards having that nice little interplay. And Victoria again just getting good go forward. Just wondering sometimes rather than just pop that last pass, they can just retain possession. And we've got some rolling subs here. Victoria 17, 18 and 19 all taking the field.
Yeah, no, all good. They look like they're managing it.
Kalia. Cummingburn. And well done. The 3 forwards that are leaving the field. They've had a big 46 minutes. It's a very forwards dominated game. Putting their hand up for work.
Oh, yeah. No worries.
Said it's
Enjoy.
and number 19 coming on from the Orchids here. Stephanie Barnes, the 37-year-old from the Southside Crusaders in Cairns. And of course, this is day 1
Happy with subs?
today. Got a rest day tomorrow.
Yep, no worries.
No? Sorry. Then other pool games Friday the 29th and Saturday the 30th of September. And finals on Monday the 2nd of October. And it's a big scrum by Victoria. And they've got the penalty and they're inside their 22. Those forward subs really coming on and making impact early.
Yep, we are.
They're going to choose to go to the line again. I feel like they've been really dominant. Just that experience really showing this second half Victoria. Oh, tapping and going. Doing what they do best. Forwards getting to work. Nice little play back on the short side. From Jane Waters.
16, inside. 16.
And just incorrect entry at the ruck there, unfortunately, in the Orchids. Again, just take a breath, recoup, get around each other, get a high five.
Hands off the ground.
So Jane Waters from Victoria, the scrum half, she's been making some great decisions, and it's a nice nudge there as well. Orchids out in the 35-metre line. But Jane Waters just making really good decisions in regards to when to play to the 10, when to play open side, when to bounce back on the short side. Really keeps the defence in two minds. Makes them have to fold around the corner, but then also hold on the short side as well. And it's been disrupted and turned over by Victoria there. They're going backwards. And that's a strong carry there, taking contact, and it's well done by the Orchids. Again, good carry. Victoria doing the basics really well. Carrying strongly, driving your legs, getting through the contact.
Hands on the ground.
Securing the breakdown. No need to push that little offload pass if it's not there.
They're out now.
Just recycling, building phases, building pressure.
17.
Oh, it's a good counter up there.
Bowling. Number 17. Wait.
Fortunately, just coming back to another penalty. It looks like they want to play quickly.
Not rolling.
And they are. Tap and go again. On the front foot. Good offload there to the number 10. Victoria just doing a really nice job here, building pressure, building phases, tiring out the opposition. And it's fallen the way of the Orchids though, and they've turned the ball over.
Let it come, let it come.
Good attempt there by Pritchard, the 15 from Victoria, just slowing the breakdown, just making a bit of a mess of it, getting the D-line sent. Little skip through contact there by Montoya, the Colombian. And it's a strong carry here. Running onto the ball.
Come back, come back.
Again, Orchids also just looking like they're going back to basics, setting their pods. And it's a nice kick there, beautifully placed kick, and it's a good chase as well, and the pressure's on here. Rolling back, and they might have turned it over here, the Orchids. And they've got the penalty. Great chase there by number 14, Shannon Bean, the 18-year-old. Yep.
Holding.
And what are they going to play quickly? Just potentially. They are. They're going to go tap and go. And it's the loose head prop carrying. And she's still going, and she's potentially looking for the offload. She's getting the hand free. Renee Dompon, 1 metre from the line. And they go again, the Orchids. Pick and go. Victoria rallying the troops, getting in tight, and it's a great tackle there. Couple of offside calls. I might be playing under penalty advantage again. Again, the forwards go to work. Carrying hard. Victoria holds strong.
Still
Victoria.
got advantage.
They're playing hands. Out to the backs. Great hands there. They just got the offload. Oh! Just doesn't hold on to it. Oh. Meg Jackins just accidentally popped that one down. But we're coming back to the penalty. 10 metres in from touch. And this is the first time in the second half that Victoria's really been under a bit of pressure. Really seen them down defend on their line, in
Here on the 5.
Queensland country. Could be their first opportunity to get some points here. Looks like they're going to go for the tap and go option again. And they've gone to the little wraparound play, and it's the loose head prop again. Donpon, their vice captain, just tackle in the exact same spot 1 metre away. Victoria scrambling, getting in as close and as tight as they can. It's a pick and go. And Queensland Country Orchids have their first points of the evening through number 7, Anna Hennigan. The 24-year-old from Brothers Rugby Club in Townsville. Just dive straight back underneath her legs there. just a little pick and go here. Just gets underneath the lock. Katie Bugden straight between the legs. And that's well done by Queensland Country there. Had to weather quite a lot of attack that first 10 minutes. They've turned it over, got their territory, gotten back down into their half, and just to retain the ball. Recycle possession. And kicking duties for the Orchids today will fall with Regan Beardmore, from St George and District.
Yeah, no worries. In terms of ruck infringements,
they're really important if they get this conversion here. Just be within 5 points. So the point system is 4 points for a win, 2 points for a draw, none for a loss. But if you lose within 7, you can get a losing bonus point. So really important going forward. And she struck it well. It's just pulled to the right of the upright, unfortunately.
water off.
We're at 15 minutes to go. Victoria leading Queensland Country 12-5 here in the second half. And really against the run of play there, that try for the Orchids. They've done well to turn it around. Victoria just coming together, resetting. But they have such a great structure. You can see that they just stop and reset and get that width, and makes it so hard to defend, to work sideline to sideline across the field.
On you, Matt. Yep.
And it's taken well on the fall by the Orchids. And it's their number 8, Sarah Pearce, it looks like is running an 8 out. And good delivery from the 9 there. And again, beautiful, just pop that ball on a dime. Just, the kicking from the Orchids in the second half has just been spot on. And that also that chase by the wingers coming as well, put the pressure on. Slow it down, force a set piece. Honestly, having even just that first half to play to the Orchids would be valuable. So they come from all over Queensland. Cairns, Billawheeler, Roma, St George, Mackay. And it's just been overthrown.
Outside shoulder.
And again, fortunately not straight.
Actions, blue. There's captain. Scrummer, line up. Line out.
The Orchids are going for a line out, 40 metres out.
5. Is it 5, blue?
So with 4 games of rugby in about 6 days, it's going to be really key to be rolling the subs. You won't be able to play one whole team the whole game for every game. The fatigue would be too much. So it's important that these teams are using up their full benches. And Victoria have turned it over this time.
Happy with that.
And they're back on the attack. And there's a good carry there. And they're just popping the ball out again. Just a little fumble there. And it'll be an awkward scrum. I just feel the tides have turned a little bit. Orchid's got a bit of wind in their sail.
Come that side, Nate. Thank you.
Tails are up. But a few new forward changes, so it'll be interesting to see how the set piece goes here. Just with a few new different combinations coming on. And of course, Sarah Pearce playing at number 8 for the Orchids, 38-year-old. She's the captain of the Dolby Wheat Chicks Sevens team, who played in the grand final, the Emily Cherry Shield. She's also a cotton farmer and a mum of 4. What can't she do? And it's a big push by Victoria, but it's been struck well, and the ball's out. And we're playing. And number 12, Hake. Oh, straight through, just didn't quite connect with the offload. And Victoria running it back.
Taken back.
And they're looking to exit. And it's fielded by the Orchids on halfway. Nice little chip kick. Again, just attacking this right edge here. And really, Shannon Bean has just been relentless in her chasing. Meg Jenkins brings her down. And just, again, just look at Victoria just getting back to their structure and to their shape. Strong carry there. And Katie Bugden.
Sorry.
And it's out of the full.
Yeah.
And so it's going to be an Orchids line out.
Yeah, no.
Back where she kicked it from, which was just around the 22-metre line. So
Use the paint.
just a little brain fade there. Or a shank possibly.
Yep.
But again, real opportunity for the Orchids here on the 22-metre line.
Is that 5? We got 5 blue.
The momentum swung back in their favour. There's 12 minutes to go. And again, just disrupted there by Victoria, but looks like it came off out of their hands. So
What? Oh, sorry, blue. Blue ball.
Orchids with another opportunity here
Oh, sorry.
inside their 22. They've had a nice little bit of variation in through their line-out. So that fake at the front going to the middle pod. I wonder if it's brings something like that back in. And again, it just hasn't been executed. Victoria just putting that pressure up at the front too much.
Yep, thank you.
And they're looking to run it outside their 22. And it's a strong carry. Oh. A little bit of an overlap out wide, but the Orchids are doing well to hold on and keep the pressure. Really trying to just slow their ball down, be a bit of a pest at the breakdown. The defending well. And it's 10, Vatutui. Finding touch. I'm not sure if I heard a little
Fine. That's right.
touch there.
Blue ball.
Orchids back on the attack. It's really been a tale of two halves of the second half. First 10 minutes, all Victoria. And now the Orchids just feel like they're finally coming together, understanding how each other are playing. Yeah, unfortunately, just another set piece that doesn't go to plan, but still falls their way. And again, just pushing the offload, it's still bouncing their way. Shannon Bean making a run. Gee, she's played well today. And they've got a nice pod there, wide, set off the first receiver.
No, 22. Thank you.
Running onto it there again, the Orchids. Again, just utilising their attacking skill. Victoria have the ball, but again, oh, they've won the turnover. Beautiful work there by the Orchids. And they're tapping and going. They're going quickly. Not a bad option. Winds in their sails. Good little darting run there by Elena Whip, the 9. And the forwards are starting to line up now. Renee Donpon, she's had...
Advantage offside.
And they're playing under penalty advantage. Oh, that's good contact by Victoria.
Step. Step. Thank you.
Again, the ball's just slow to come out, but recycling. Again, pick and go, keeping it tight. And Renee Donpon, the vice captain, with another run from the base of the ruck. Nearly isolated, but Orchids just regrouping. And again, if they can score here, we'll have a tight match in our hands. They're threatening. Oh, little kick. And it's bounced up. And they're over. And
Cool. Come on in.
ref's just having a bit of a
Now we-
talk here.
So, I've knock on, and then off the feet of blue. Yeah, and then back into
So we just
white.
watch it back here.
Is that what you've seen? Yeah, cool. So first knock by white. First knock by white. I was playing advantage for the offside, so we'll go back. Yeah, cool. No worries. So it was knocked by, knocked by blue. Back here. No, it's back here. I can't run that fast backwards.
So unfortunately, there was a knock on,
I'm going to go quick. No. Your team's not ready either.
but the Orchids have a penalty 5 metres out for the offside.
Hey, White, be careful in this area. We're in the red zone.
They're down 12-5. There's
Offside.
7 minutes to go. And Renee Dompon signing up for work again. The loose head forward. She hasn't rested all game. She's been tackled about 1 metre from the line about 6 times this game. She's surely got to get over. And it's a strong carry
short.
again.
You're short. Let it
See
go.
what it means for the Orchids. There she goes again.
You're short. Now off the boot.
And another little pick and go.
No. Time off. Come on in there.
We'll
Just quickly,
listen to referee
this is what
Lisa
I've seen.
Kenny here.
Off the boot of blue. All right. No clear grounding. I'm going held up. Okay, goal line drop out. Yep, happy with that? Cool. It's not by off the boot by blue, so it's play on. Held up. We got goal line drop out. Goal line.
Oh, and Victoria scramble D right at
Drop
the
out.
base of the ruck. The goal line drop out. Just looks like there's a Victorian player down.
Goal
Been
line.
64
Behind the-
minutes
Behind the mark. Wait, make sure your
of
players are
Ford
behind.
dominated heavy rugby.
Drop kick just has to go 5 metres.
And what it would mean for the Orchids if they could upset 2022 Australian Rugby Shield champions Victoria in their first match ever. They haven't been together since Narrabri, the Santos Festival of Rugby in February this year. And they've drawn a really tough game in their first
right.
match here.
We're all right? Cool. Okay, let's go. Yeah, let's go. That's where you're going. Right.
It's a great dropout. It's gone 30 metres. Oh, it's been well chased as well and was nearly regathered by the Victorian
Yep.
team. The Orchids have done well here.
Advantage.
Oh, and just a missed opportunity there.
Bye.
But there's another penalty, and it's coming back again.
Yeah, that's
And
it.
it's a Lena Whip. The tap and go, just running between two forwards. Again, just taking the direct route, straight to line, and Victoria over that.
Let it come.
Referee's calling hands out. Oh, and beautiful hands there. And the Orchids are in. The Orchids are in.
So your hands
Just
on the
coming
ground.
back to the replay here.
So
Great eyes by the captain, Fenella Hake. Little short side play, good hands. That was loose head prop Renee Dompon. Beautiful hands, out to a loose forward on the wing. And the Orchids are in. Great vision by Captain Fenella Hake and Vice Captain Renee Dompon. Been in absolutely everything tonight for the Orchids. And we've got a real match on our hands here.
I've got 3 minutes.
Said it's 3 pool games. Top of the pool plays off on Monday against Pool B. Who the winner will be. So every point counts. A draw is 2. Bonus points if you lose in less than 7. But both teams are going to have a big few minutes to finish off here. They have about 2 minutes to go. And nice kick. Oh, and just off the post for the winger Regan Beardmore. Unfortunately, she struck it well. It had the legs. And Victoria up 12-10. 2 minutes to go. I don't think the Orchids want to settle for a losing bonus point here. But I'm sure Victoria are going to come out firing for this last couple of minutes.
Kicking right.
Sticking to what they do well. Playing off their 10, setting their pods. Get their big, strong ball carriers running forward. Forcing the Orchids to set piece. And they've gone deep down to the 22. And it's been well fielded. The Orchids recycle. And they're kicking again. And it's a cheeky little bounce here. Oh, and Meg Jackins was really chasing hard then.
Not by white. First one was by blue. Yeah. Thank you.
The bounce of a rugby ball. And it'll be a Victorian scrum. 5 metres on the Orchid side of halfway, and we've got a minute to play. These are the scrums that really matter when your pack comes together, and that connection is such key. And it's a strong scrum by Victoria, and it's a well done by Elena Whip.
No release.
Tackling her opposite scrum half. Oh, and just a arm creeping up there, unfortunately.
Come on. Number? Blue 16. Blue 16. Yeah.
Unfortunately, Chenzi Morris there, just arm slipping up and just getting that yellow card. She won't get much of a rest. There's only a minute to go.
Hi.
But it has given Victoria possession of the ball. The Hooters gone. They're looking to play, but it's not out. So the Orchids have the ball and need to retain it. Take it 60 metres and they can win the game. Victoria doing a good job to slow that ruck down, counter-rack, put pressure on. And we've got a game in our hands here. Playing on a penalty advantage.
Not rolling first defence. Back it. No. No. Always at the back of the ruck. Thank you.
And Elena Whip just been told just to slow it down a little bit. They're going for territory. They're going for the line. Set piece for the Orchids has been a little bit shaky this second half. They need to secure their line out here.
Keep coming. Keep coming.
And it's Caitlin Holmes, the replacement hooker, throwing the ball in. And it's just turned over towards Victoria. And it's full time, unfortunately. Orchids not able to secure that line out, unfortunately. Victoria have come out winners 12-10 in a nail-biting second half, where the Orchids have staged a comeback. But it's 2022 championship winners, Victoria, coming out winners 12-10 over the Queensland Country Orchids. Great hit out for the Orchids in their first time in the competition, and it's a really hard game to draw. First day one of your pool. And thank you for joining me tonight here at Ballymore Stadium for day one of the Australian Rugby Shield Championship. See you tomorrow.